Greetings, everyone. It is 6:30 p.m. I just got home from my first day of teaching at my main high school. So I feel like a true Japanese teacher or salaried man because, yeah, it's a little late. Technically, my day ends at 4:15, but, you know, if you have stuff to do, I kind of just want to finish it at work, so I don't bring it home with me. And they kicked on the AC at work, so it was quite nice. Anyway, this is going to be just a quick video about my first day and how it went. Today was basically a very brief introduction, and we handed back students' speeches that they had written over the summer, and I actually graded them last week. Some of them I just about had to rewrite. I had 360 speeches to look over and correct. It took a very long time. Some students would actually just write it out in Japanese and then put it into a translator and write down exactly what came out of that. And if you don't know, well, you will, that Japanese grammar is pretty much the opposite of English grammar. So the sentence structure is completely backwards, and if you write it exactly how it comes out, it doesn't make any sense. So that was a daunting task to rewrite a bunch of those. But a lot of students put forth a lot of effort, and they really did a good job. So anyway, today we handed those back, and the students had to rewrite them with my corrections. And if there was any questions, of course, I'd have to explain it. Sometimes I had no idea what the student was saying, so I just put a big question mark, and then today we hashed it out with a Japanese teacher and figured out what the proper way to write it was. So anyway, it was really cool. But I learned from those speeches, you know, that every student is different. You know, you get this misperception when you first get here that everyone looks alike, right? Well, that quickly fades because no one looks alike. Yes, they may share similar eye shapes, but that's it, like, honestly, and hair color maybe. But yeah, seriously, everyone looks different, and the more I'm here, the longer I'm here, I start seeing people, and I even question if they're even Japanese. Like, they just look like an old man to me or whatever, you know. I'm just like, wait a second. So that's cool. It's a sign of acclimation. But the students, yeah, they a lot of them share the same club activities, so of course they're going to talk about that. And they're kind of similar, but there's some wild stuff that they write, and I don't know where they get these words, but I will actually do another video of just these speeches because I wrote down some awesome sentences. I mean, they are fun. But one thing I do want to mention, I am replacing someone who spoke Japanese. He was also from America, him being a male, but he did speak Japanese, and I feel that the language barrier will hinder obviously my communication, but my ability to get to know some of my students, because I really do care about who I am teaching. And I would really like to talk more about some of the things they wrote about in these speeches. You know, I know a lot of them have just great thoughts in their mind, and I really just want to, you know, learn about that and experience it. So that is one thing that will kind of suck, honestly. And speaking Japanese is not a requirement for my job, but just, you know, for those of you that are thinking about applying to the JET program or teaching English in Japan anywhere with any company, I would really recommend learning as much Japanese as possible, even though it's not necessary, just so that you can get to know your students, because, man, they are just great people and some interesting characters out there, male and female. But yeah, so my classes, my main high school is a high academic school. The students were very eager to learn. There wasn't really any exercises of raising hands, but what I found is if you go, like, you can tell when a student knows something, they're just afraid to say it. So if you go up to them and say, "Please tell me," then they will usually. they'll be shy about it, but as soon as they do, they're like, oh wow, what a sense of accomplishment. And the same, after they rewrote their speeches today, they had to speak them to myself and a couple of the other teachers that were helping out. So, you know, once one did, they all just piled up. I mean, it was great. I was surrounded by people just waiting to read their speech for me. And of course, you know, I would help them with their pronunciation and answer any questions about what they wrote that they had. So anyway, it was a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to this term, and like I said, I will make the cool speech sentences video soon. So anyway, that's it for now. See ya.